And seven thunders uttered their voices. Seven thunders. Seven thunders uttered their voices. And the first smote them. Seven thunders smote them. Seven thunders smote them.
Ludlow 7 to control. Explosion at 4146 East Alameda. Request ambulance. Notify utility companies. Over.
Ludlow 7, roger.
Come on, folks, give us a hand. Move back a little bit.
Come on, please, move back. Give him some room, will you?
Inside.
He's not dead, is he?
No, ma'am. He's seriously hurt, though.
Oh, I heard the explosion. How did it happen?
There's no way of knowing. A faulty heater, a leaky gas line. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to ask you to move back, okay?
Stay back.
Excuse me.
And there was no heater, no gas leak. You can still smell it inside. It was dynamite. very loud, very destructive noises in as many Sundays. A beauty parlor, a massage parlor, 2 porno bookstores, and a health club, all in our precinct, and not one single eyewitness to give us anything to go on. 5 Sundays and 5 bombs, and, ladies and gentlemen, 5 letters, each of them coming to us through the United States mail and arriving one day after the fact. The latest missile reads, "The beast shall kill them, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street." And like the others, it is typewritten and it is signed in longhand as the voice of thunder. All right, so maybe this is some kind of a religious kook, because all of the letters seem to quote the scriptures. The wrath slew the fattest of them and smote down the chosen. The angel cried with a loud voice, and 7 thunders uttered their voices.
Did Dick still say the same thing, Lieutenant?
The SID says that all of the explosive devices were similar. They all employed dynamite and a crude triggering device, and they were contained in a satchel or a small suitcase.
Sounds like an amateur.
Yes, sir, the very worst kind, the kind that eventually kills someone or blows himself to kingdom come. Now, our commissioner has set up a bomb investigation unit whose duty it is to go over the material we have collected, but until they get into gear, the pressure is still on us. So push it, ask around, check with your street sources. Someone saw something, someone knows something, someone heard something. All right, that's it. Check your pin maps, hit the street, dismissed.
There could be a grudge motive involved. Whoever it is, they're men at some real or imagined injustice.
No pattern except the Sunday thing. Beauty parlor, massage parlor, health club, porno shops. No apparent connection between the targets.
They're all closed on Sunday. Apparently, he didn't intend to hurt anybody, just destroy property.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets. That's what the last letter said.
Atta girl. Terrific. Beautiful. Terrific.
Okay, let's try another pose, huh? Keep it fluid. You getting tired, Beth?
No, I'm fine.
You're sensational. Worth every $1,000 bill we squeeze out of them, huh? Those sleepwear people are out of their minds.
What sleepwear people?
Yeah, that layout we did last month. They weren't happy. Said you weren't seductive enough. Can you believe that? Claimed there was a look in your eyes that didn't,
You couldn't sell me, huh?
Hey, what do they know?
I should have quit 2 years ago, and that cosmetic account dropped me for that 19-year-old.
Hey, nobody had your magic.
Had.
Oh, you know what I mean. You still got it.
Oh, yeah, for, detergent commercials and, housewives cleaning out toilet bowls.
Bev? Hey, what's wrong? Bev? Hey. You all right, babe?
Sure. Why?
For a minute there, I thought I lost you. Let's take a break, huh? Coffee?
Yeah, black. What'd you mean for a minute there you thought you lost me?
Forget it. Relax.
Thanks.
You still got a great career ahead, babe. A lot of good years. Bev? Hey. I guess you are tired.
That's all I've ever meant to any of you. Just a face and a body.
Hey, take it easy. What gives? What's this all about? Bev?
I'm buying, Lieutenant. Provides a scratch for back.
What's your problem, Cool?
We can use some help. Did you boys come up with anything at all?
No, zero. What about SID's follow-up?
We're working on it.
Which means you got nothing.
Which means we're working on it. We ran a computer check. You'd think that blasted machine would cough up a half a dozen possibles. Not even a wheeze.
Well, what about the premise that the bomber has access to explosives?
We got a bunch of men out checking the records of construction companies and the building trade unions. See if they come up with a guy with a grievance or a history of some mental trouble. And another bunch is out checking on manufacturers and distributors.
Well, it won't be long before someone else is killed or maimed, and then in a couple of days we'll have another Sunday to look at.
Well, then double up on your patrol, Riker. We're only detectives, not magicians.
Webster, Owens, let the sergeant take care of that. There's something I'd like you to sit in with me on, please.
It could be that we're dealing with a religious fanatic. Goes to church on Sundays, sits with his dark thoughts, works himself up into a mad rage, and then goes out and plants a bomb, yes? It also could indicate an attempt to hide from himself, possibly unconsciously cloaking that attempt in religion, yes. Now, without knowing the patient, I can only offer possibilities, of course, but he could also be desperately fearful of failure, fearful of unrelenting competition. He could even hate himself. You know, the schizophrenic can be, in effect, two persons in one body, neither knowing of the other's existence.
Something like that doesn't happen just all of a sudden.
Right. It would happen over a period of time. A deep-seated self-hatred brought about by a series of events, possibly including a sexual problem.
So what we have here is a left-handed schiz who hates himself.
Well, I know your handwriting people seem to feel that this signature is that of a left-handed person. But it was obviously written under a great deal of stress. Now, your man could be right-handed, and his alter ego could have written this in the cramped, slanted style of the left-handed person.
Thank you, Doctor. I see you not only give, but you take away.
Well, okay. I'll hazard a conclusion. Based on the assumption that you're looking for a schizophrenic, and a dangerously sick one, because all of his bombs have been powerful enough to kill. All right. Now, he's either a loner, or at least a very lonely person, living in a world of his own, and he desperately needs help. Now, whatever it is that's driving this person to these acts of violence, eventually either one of two things will happen. Either he will somehow destroy himself, or he will become sated and simply stop.
I mean, we gotta get him before he kills somebody.
As long as he operates out in the open, he's vulnerable. He's got to take risks. But once he feels that he has settled his score with mankind, then he will just simply disappear forever to gloat over his victory.
Too much of that stuff will give you bags and a bad liver.
Oh. You worried about your 10%, Meg?
I have other clients, Beverly. The diet drink people are planning a new series of TV commercials. They like what you gave them last year. Now, if we can sell them on you again, our price can double this year.
But I have to go through another interview with them, even though I've been selling their stuff for over a year.
They just want to say hello.
Hello, and check out the new wrinkles and see whether or not I've still got a body, huh?
That is ridiculous. You know better than that.
Do I? Meg, I've been thinking, maybe it's time to quit.
Ron Kelly told me about that little scene at his studio the other day. Does that have something to do with it?
What scene?
Well, if you don't want to remember it.
No, that's just it. I don't remember. Meg, sometimes I think I'm losing my mind.
It isn't Jerry Schilling, is it? I thought we agreed you were going to stop.
I stopped. I haven't even thought about him in 2 months.
Well, then maybe you've just been working too hard. Take a vacation. There isn't anything that won't wait. Get on the first plane to Acapulco and then just flake out in the sun till you get yourself back together. Only don't burn that gorgeous skin.
Meg, you just told me about something that I don't even remember. That's not the first time it's happened. Sometimes I find myself in places and I don't know how I got there.
You mean you forget why you went there?
Why I went there, how I got there? I don't know. I just don't know.
Look, let's start by leaving this stuff alone, huh? And then you soak yourself in a good hot tub and then take the phone off the hook and take a nap and you'll give me a call later, okay? Oh, honey, you're wound up like a watch spring. You've got to chill, relax. Look, you want me to call a doctor? I have a friend.
No.
Okay.
Really, I'll be all right.
Okay. I just want you to call me later. And don't worry about a thing. Not the commercial, not anything. That's what I get paid for.
Hi, how's my girl?
Who is this?
It's Ron, babe. You still mad at me?
Ron?
Listen, babe, got something might interest you. This fellow I know is going to produce a series of big budget commercials for a new hotel chain. They need a new spokeswoman.
Oh, Ron, help me. Help me, please.
What? Bev?
The seven thunders uttered their voices. The seven thunders uttered their voices.
I got an emergency patient here. She had a fall. Bad one.
Okay, this way, please. Michelle!
Doc says you're going to be okay. Miracles do happen. Like me to call your folks?
No.
Excuse me.
Well, I'll be taking you home in a couple of hours, maybe.
No, I'm afraid not tonight. Now, she should be just fine, but she ought to stay quiet. Maybe tomorrow.
Well, take care, kid, huh?
I need to know for the record, what was the nature of the fall?
She went off her balcony. I think she had a few, you know? She doesn't seem to remember.
Thank you, Mr.
Kelly, Ron Kelly.
Thank you.
You take good care of her, huh? She's a very important little lady. I worry about her a whole lot.
I understand. I recognized her, but I didn't know her name.
Beverly Shore.
Oh, thank you. Miss Shore?
What do you want?
Well, I need to get some information from you. It's pretty dull, hospital routine. I need your street address and telephone number, please.
2516 High Street, apartment 204. 555-1623.
1623. Next of kin.
What?
Parents, mother, father.
No.
Beg your pardon?
I don't have any.
Oh, I see. Well, is there anyone else?
No.
I tell you what, why don't you get some rest? I'll put the do not disturb sign on the door so nobody will bother you, all right? It's very nice to meet you.
No, she's gonna be all right, Meg. Yeah, well, I just thought you'd want to know.
Dinner time.
Oh, 2 shakes.
I tell you, I'm beginning to think she's about to crack up. Yep, she's got this obsession about her age. She's getting too old to cut it in front of the camera. Hey, look, what do you want from me? I've been shooting her through a silk screen for years as it is. Yeah, she keeps belting the booze the way she's been doing. There won't be anything I can do to make her look decent.
What's that all about?
Emergency patient. Matter of fact, a friend of yours.
Friend of mine?
Yeah. Remember that beautiful doll who used to turn you on?
What beautiful doll?
The diet drink commercial on TV last year.
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Let me see, nurse. What was the final disposition on that?
We turned her off.
Oh, yes.
Okay, whatever you say, Meg. Yeah, later. Any idea when I can pick up Miss Shore?
Probably tomorrow afternoon, Mr. Kelly, but you should call first. Are you in the commercial business?
Yeah, photographer. Glamour stuff, fashion mostly.
Oh, it must be exciting.
Competitive. Once you're up there, it can be a rough life. I mean, you start pushing 30, past. There are dozens younger, prettier, climbing that ladder right on your tail. Bev's too vulnerable. I mean, we all need somebody, but Bev. She wouldn't even let me tell her family about the accident.
Oh? Then she does have a family.
Yeah, they live over on the west side. Gotta go. Hey, thanks for all your help.
Yeah. You wait right here, sweetheart, okay? I'll be back in just a second.
Yeah, well, make it snappy, okay? Because I'm hungry.
Yeah. Miss Shore? Where's the patient in 242?
I haven't seen her. I thought she checked out.
You thought she checked out?
I can't keep track of the whole floor.
And the Lord sent thunder, and the fire ran along the ground, and smote every man and beast, and several thunders uttered their voices, and the beast shall kill them, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street.
He's comatose, apparent internal bleeding.
He's consistent. Dynamite. Same crude timing mechanism. The device was planted here outside, same as before.
Well, it may be crude, but there's got to be some knowledge of explosives or something.
Nothing you couldn't pick up in an advanced high school or college chemistry class.
There was no one inside, Lieutenant. The place wasn't due to open until noon. Apparently, the victim was just a passerby.
So we've got 2 people in serious condition. This guy's quite a hitter, 6 out of 6. 6 Sundays in a row.
Hey, you had me worried.
What do you want, Ron?
I don't know, a smile, an encouraging word, an explanation, maybe?
Explanation for what?
Can I come in?
I was resting.
Yeah. Last time I saw you were resting. In the hospital. That was more than a week ago. Any reason for the disappearing act?
I didn't thank you, did I?
Look, you took quite a crack on the head, babe. Maybe you ought to stay in the hospital a while longer.
Ron, you asked for an explanation. Well, I have one. I'm gonna quit. I'm retiring.
Uh-huh. What does Meg think about that idea?
I don't care what she thinks. I'm perfectly capable of making my own decisions.
Yeah, sure. But it's, Look, what about that commercial offer I mentioned last week? I mean, that could be something more than just modeling, if you're tired of modeling.
Tired, yes. That's the word for it. Tired of people telling me what to do. It's been that way all of my life.
You once told me people have always been very good to you.
Yes, but who is Beverly Shore? It's hard sometimes to know. It's for your own good, Beverly. We know what's best. We can see so much better than you.
Bev.
Stand up straight, dear. Show them the 2 reasons you're in the business. Oh, come on, baby. Smile for the camera. Now that it's all turning to mush, I just wonder who'll be there. I just wonder who's gonna care.
Bev, what the hell? Look, I don't know what's happened, but I think you need help. I think you ought to see a shrink.
No. No, that's what they said before, but they were wrong. I don't need any help. I don't need a shrink. I don't need anybody. Just her.
Her?
Never mind. She knows what to do. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Look, why don't you grab a coat, take a drive, have a talk?
No. Now, don't try and humor the patient. All she needs is a little rest and relaxation.
Uh-huh. Bev, whoever this other person is, the one who knows what to do, for your sake, I hope she does.
Don't worry. She does.
Huh.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey, look at this.
What is it?
Speak of the devil.
Oh, yeah, it's our diet drink girl, huh? You know, I can't understand why she skipped out of the hospital like that. And you know what else she did?
What?
She told me that she didn't have any parents. And then that photographer friend of hers told me that her parents live on the west side.
I'm going to take this with me. I think I know someone who'd like to ask Miss Shore a couple of questions. Her name's Beverly Shore. She was at the scene of the second bookstore bombing. We all saw her, but I didn't put it together until Jill told me what happened at the hospital. She was brought in for emergency treatment. Took a fall, apparently from her own balcony.
Now, Mike showed us that picture, and we remembered seeing her at the scene of the bombings. We went scrounging and came up with something.
News photos taken at the scenes of the bombing. The first bombing, the beauty parlor. She's in the background. The bookstore. The health club. She's partially turned away, but you can still make her out.
All right, we have sufficient cause to bring her in for questioning. Webster and Owens, go find her and make it fast. We got a long day ahead of us.
Miss Shore? Miss Shore?
Case history of a beauty queen. Miss Beverly Shore, name something or other. Finalist name, Miss Space Race. Somebody has a king-size hate for the lady. This must be where she fell from, but if you ask me, it's going to be pretty hard to fall over that unless you were pushed or jumped.
Electrical wire, like it used to make a bomb. Might be a good idea to get a search warrant. Get a close look.
What happened? Is Beverly all right? Make point to her agent.
She ain't here, but we sure like to talk to her if you know where she is.
No, I don't. My God, what a mess.
Would Miss Shore have any reason to do this herself?
None. This book is her entire career. She's been compiling it since she was a kid. She's high-strung, yes, and, well, she has been under some pressure, worried about her career.
You say you don't know where to find her?
No, I don't. She's been drinking quite a bit lately. Been like a child, peevish, unpredictable. I suppose it's probably somehow related to a feeling of insecurity. But who's secure these days?
Is Miss Shore a religious person?
I don't think so. I don't remember her talking religion.
And when he cried, 7 thunders uttered their voices, and the beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them and kill them, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. It's marked and underlined.
Do you know where her parents live?
She hasn't spoken to them in quite some time. I'm not certain where they live. I do know that they work together in a small business.
Do you know the name of the company?
Shore Builders.
Shore, there have been 6 bombings. There's evidence that indicates your daughter might very well be involved.
That's utterly ridiculous.
It doesn't make sense she denied having parents when she was questioned at the hospital.
Well, you've got to understand, Beverly. She's a girl that...
She's a wonderful girl. There isn't a thing wrong with her.
Mrs. Shore, Mr. Shore, I understand you're trying to protect her. But if we're right about her, you're not doing her any good. Maybe she's mentally ill.
Beverly's never had a sick day in her life.
Someone mutilated a scrapbook in her apartment. Ripped every picture to shreds. Now, Mrs. Shore, your daughter had an accident the other day. An accident that could have been attempted suicide.
Edna, if she's in trouble... Beverly was sick. 4 years ago, she was in a sanitarium. It's been a problem we've had to deal with since she was very young. When she was a little girl, 9, she was raped. She never really recovered from the trauma. We've given her love, we've encouraged her career, but since the last time she left the sanitarium, she refused to see us. We've lost all contact with her since then.
She wanted to live her own life. She told us that she had her own life to live.
Was there a specific diagnosis of her illness?
Schizophrenia.
Two things. Did she know anything about explosives? And could she have gotten any dynamite, let's say from one of your construction sites?
In college, she minored in chemistry. If she wanted to get hold of some dynamite, she would know how to do it.
Now, there's a tie-up with religious compulsion. Did she go to church?
Always as a child. It was sort of an obsession. Since then, I don't know.
Any particular church?
St. Thomas. Near 11th and Park.
Suspect in the bombing case is a female, Caucasian, about 34, 5'6", 120 pounds, hazel eyes, auburn hair. She may be driving a 1975 blue Mercedes, license 436, young, Edward, boy. Suggest you concentrate in churches in the West Side area. We're taking Lempton Pine.
Roger, Ludlow 9. All units, Ludlow 9 requests immediate locate and apprehend on bombing suspect Beverly Shore. Concentrate on churches on the west side. Suspect may be driving a blue 75 Mercedes convertible bearing license.
Near Pine, another goose egg.
She could be anywhere.
Ludlow 7 to control. I think I have suspect's vehicle. Blue Mercedes convertible, license number 436. Young Edward Boy. Over.
Roger, Ludlow 7. All units, Ludlow 7 has located suspect blue 75 Mercedes convertible at a church in the 1400 block on West Parkway. Bomb squad is en route.
Check the rec hall. She's not in there.
We'll take the front of the chapel.
Okay, I'll take the side. Bomb squad's here. Ludlow 7 to control. Requesting an impound on a blue 1975 Mercedes convertible at the community church, 1400 block West Parkway.
Roger, Ludlow 7.
A girl who seemingly had it all together. Success, youth, and fame.
Is she gonna be okay?
Hard to say. She did ask to see her parents, though. That's a positive move, I guess.
Ludlow 9 to control. We have a female suspect in custody at the community church, 1400 block on West Parkway. En route to 17th precinct, time and mileage recorded, 12:36. Sunday.